You can also listen to us on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/theclockcleaners.
Hello and welcome to the Clock Cleaners Podcast. I'm Matt.
And I'm Keith.
And today we're recapping Raw from July 24th.
Hey,
I didn't even have to look at it.
Have to look at it that time.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. So yeah, this was a decent episode of Raw.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. No, not many complaints from me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can find something to complain
Well, there's
about.
always things to complain about. I think we brought this up recently.
It's true.
But it was an entertaining show.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like it dragged at many or any, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, well, toward the end of the night, I was getting sleepy. So
Well, that's different.
I tried to
because
close my eyes during the commercial break.
That's smart.
It didn't work too well. I think I started falling asleep during the Bailey-Sasha match. But yeah, so we opened the show to figure out who the number one contender is
Yes.
to face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Yeah, so Kurt Angle came out first
Yes.
to address, I guess, the situation from the week before.
Mm-hmm. And he started going into who is going to be the number one contender, and then Braun came out.
Yeah, because obviously he deserves to be the number one contender because he beat everybody up.
It's true. He's so good.
He's angry.
They've done such a good job.
He's booked very well.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, the guy who started with the Wyatt family, once he dropped the Wyatt stuff, he got over. It's crazy. It's insane.
Are you saying that the Wyatts are keeping people down?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
The association with Bray Wyatt holds everybody back.
True. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think there's a lot to say about the way they've built up Braun. I mean, he's kind of like almost an Attitude Era-esque character in just the fact that, like, with Stone Cold, he would just beat the crap out of everybody, and that's kind of how Braun has been. He's been a monster.
It's true.
He's what Dean Ambrose almost should be, like a lunatic.
Yes, but he's meant to be a monster.
Right. But
So I guess technically speaking, that's true. And Dean used to be like that.
Yeah.
Where he would just beat up anybody for no reason.
right.
So, but yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So yeah, then Strowman comes out and says he should be the one to face Brock Lesnar, and then we get Joe coming out saying he should be the one to face Lesnar.
It's almost as if we have a recurring
theme here, right?
theme here.
Yep. And then Roman comes out, and yeah,
he named everything he's ever done.
yes, yeah, he did, and he said, "You guys haven't done shit." Basically,
Yeah.
in a matter of speaking.
Well, considering the fact that both of them have only been around for a couple of years, and
In
in the WWE for a couple of years, because
Yeah.
obviously Joe was in Ring of Honor and TNA
Yep.
and stuff. They can't talk about that.
no,
It's against the rules.
well.
They talk about Ring of Honor, can't talk about TNA.
Yeah, like when Nigel McGuinness said, "Welcome to Ring of Honor" during an NXT event.
You did?
He did. Yeah, it was one of his first ones.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good. I forget what. I guess it was just Strowman coming out. It was just fantastic. I just got a good chuckle out of it.
Mm.
I just really appreciate what they've done here.
Yeah. Well, it's making an interesting story out of a not very interesting, I guess, build.
I mean, yeah,
They're doing the best they can for what it is.
Well, I mean, no complaints, really.
I know. No, I'm just saying that normally they would do this very lamely.
Oh, yeah. Well,
So they're doing.
they did a little bit, but we'll get that to the minute.
What are you talking about? Like the end of the segment?
Yeah.
Yeah. They really like doing that.
But Joe he's just so good on the mic. He gets just his intensity.
Yeah.
And he's able to, he doesn't slip up on his words.
Well,
And-
he's given a little more, I don't know, freedom,
Yeah.
I guess.
I think that's fair.
Because, he didn't really talk a whole lot when he was feuding with Seth. And when he did, it was kind of like,
Yeah, well, that feud wasn't very.
it was a bad feud.
Yeah.
So the what he's been doing more recently has been much better.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I think they were very happy with his work with Lesnar.
yeah, it's true.
And
So.
yeah. So, it's set up to be a fatal four-way, which isn't really a surprise to
No,
anybody.
because everyone guessed that Strowman was going to interfere in the number one contender match,
Mm-hmm.
and then leading up to that, obviously it makes sense that it's going to be a fatal four-way.
Yep. Then, of course, they all get into it and brawl.
Yeah.
Then the locker room comes out and tries to
Well,
separate
well, first security
Oh,
came
yes,
out.
that's right. And then
then
Strowman threw that one guy all the way toward the entrance ramp.
very
He-
easily dispatched the
Yes.
security team.
Yeah, and then the superstars came out.
Yeah,
That's right.
So this is the second or third time that's happened
Yeah,
in
I
the last
think-
few months.
Joe had the Kukina clutch on Strowman.
Yeah, and then Roman
that's when
speared him,
yeah,
I think.
yeah, into the corner, so they both kind of fell back, and that's when Joe got grabbed by the superstars and taken out of the ring, and then I think Strowman beat up Roman a little bit.
Yeah, he hit him with like a few
Couple
running
running
power
yeah.
slams.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Yep.
Strowman ended up on top.
So a good segment to open the show.
Mhm.
They could have honestly opened or closed the show with this.
It's
I mean,
true.
The main event was good.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't end with this because they kind of like to do that.
Yeah.
Where like they like to end a row with either like a crazy fight
Mhm.
or like a swerve kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like if something's
Well, I guess the way they ended it was fine.
what this week?
Yeah.
No, I have no
Yeah,
problem
yeah.
with it. I'm just saying that usually they try to get it so like it makes you wanna watch to see what happens next week.
Right. Yeah.
So
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Which is what I was saying.
Yeah.
And then up next we had the first match of the night with Elias Sampson and Finn Balor. The
Yes.
no DQ match. Right. This was a good match.
mhm.
They really gave it time.
100% called how it was gonna end though.
Oh yeah, we said that last week. Yeah, absolutely. You knew, and that's fine because
Yeah.
that's the perfect way to introduce the new feud.
Well, yeah, because it makes sense.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. So one thing I noticed that was weird. We actually went through 2 commercial breaks through this match. I do remember that, but I think this is only the one of the few times it's happened in recent memory where I think it was Finn went into the commercial break on the offense and came back from the commercial break and still had the offense.
yeah,
Doesn't usually have- yeah.
Yeah, usually it switches momentum during the commercial.
But I guess we had 2 commercials, so
It's true.
um,
But yeah, this was, like you said, it was a good match.
yeah,
They're really kind of building up Elias Sampson to
Yeah.
be like a real threat, which is a little surprising considering he did literally nothing in NXT.
yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot of no DQ-ness to this match.
They had the chairs.
Yeah, there's a chair spot, but
Yeah.
that was about it. It looked like Sampson was very close to taking an unprotected headshot.
Oh
in the
yeah, when
corner.
he set the chair up in the corner,
Yeah,
and
that was
Finn-
that was a little close.
Well, that
if
happened
anything.
to during the Corbin and Kalisto match. I think Corbin went head first into the chair,
Yeah, that sounds about
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
or it was very similar.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Balor ended up hitting the coup de grace,
Yes.
and as he was going for the pin,
And they go boop 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 boop.
Yep.
Bray Wyatt's nonsense.
yes,
And then he hits him with the Sister Abigail.
Mm-hmm. And then kind of goes into the corner and does his weird bridge thing, and Samson crawled over and got the 3 count.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
that was fine.
At least he didn't speak. It's true, right?
Yeah, was that
Well-
all we saw of it?
Well, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But Samson sung the song at the beginning, and they
Mhm.
actually kind of let him
Yeah.
get at least somewhat into the song. That doesn't really matter. It's the same.
No.
It's it's not great, but there are other people who go on elongated nonsense that.
Well, no, as
Get-
soon as he started really singing the song, Finn
No,
cut him off.
Well, not what I'm saying is that there's other people who also do long drawn out things.
Oh, okay.
Like Enzo,
Mm.
Bray.
Oh, yeah, last week was bad.
Aiden English is doing his singing thing on
Yeah,
SmackDown.
and he's getting the full.
So it's not like he's the only one who
Right.
who wastes time. So it's not
Sure.
a big deal.
Yeah,
That was the point I was getting at.
I gotcha.
So
So up next, we had a backstage interview with Jason Jordan. So apparently Renee Young Renee Young is going to be bouncing back and forth between the 2 shows.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
That was weird.
I guess because the canceling Talking Smack. Maybe
Maybe
said
they want to get her more
Yeah.
TV time.
she's probably
Well, she's the best
yeah,
backstage
I
interviewer.
would say.
So,
Yeah. I mean, I could see her on commentary in the future.
well, she used to do commentary for NXT
Oh, did she?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
when it first started. Oh, not when it first started.
Was
When it first started
as-
as a regular.
promotion almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So I think she did it with I want to say she did it with JR actually for a
Oh.
little short.
Huh, I
short
believe it.
period.
But yeah, I think what I recall this interview was pretty bad.
Well, Jason Jordan's not very good on the mic.
Yeah, and I think exactly what you said is going to happen.
Oh, he's gonna flounder.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Or he kind of goes with the flow for a while and then ends up turning on Angle and says, I only used you to get ahead, get a push, and things like that. Maybe have a heel turn or something like that, and we get him in Angle at some point.
You know what's going to be more likely to happen?
Floundering.
Well, no, actually, that's going to happen, and then they're going to be, Gable's over, but Jordan's not, so let's put them both on Raw, and then they start doing the Team Angle thing again.
Or that, yeah. I guess that's true.
That would make the most sense in terms of like what they would do to prevent someone who they think highly of from floundering.
Right.
So,
I don't know.
Or they'll just push them to the moon and not care what the fans think. Yeah, like somebody else.
I don't know who you're talking about. Not a clue.
Yeah.
Anyway, Emma comes up and
that was weird.
This is when no, this wasn't Renee Young interviewing Jason Jordan. She was interviewing Angle about Jason Jordan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's right.
I could have swore that Renee did all of that.
She did later on in the show.
I thought she did all the interviews in the back, and the only time we saw Charlie was when she was in the ring at the end.
Oh, with the revival?
Yeah, I'm almost positive that's what.
I don't know. Whatever. You wrote the notes.
Well, I know. I'm pretty sure that was Renee Young doing all the backstage interviews.
Yeah. But no, I was just saying that she's now on both shows.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, so this was Angle interviewing, and this is when Emma comes up, and she's like,
you thought he was talking to Jason Jordan? He was talking to Angle, and that's when Emma came up.
Right.
Okay, that's what I was.
Yeah, I think I just thought because of what she said, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Angle, or Emma comes up and says that there's more women on the roster, and we need to be used. And then I don't know. Kurt said you need to prove yourself or something like that.
Did she say she was dating Jason
She
Jordan?
said, "How about I date your son?" or something like that.
To piss him off, I guess. Okay.
And Angle's like, "I got a better idea. How about you face Nia Jax in a match tonight?"
Did that happen?
It did.
I don't remember seeing it.
It did.
Was it really short? I honestly don't remember seeing it. I don't think it's in there.
Did you black out?
No, but I don't. Like I said, I don't even know when it was.
Yeah, it happened.
Did I write it down?
No. Huh. I don't see it. Well, whatever.
Do you know when it was? Was it like right after that?
No. I don't think so. But anyway, yeah, I'll tell you, Nia won, obviously.
Well, I know, but that's weird. I don't remember seeing it. I don't know when I could have missed it.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's like we're watching the Hulu version.
That's weird. How did I miss that?
I think you blacked out.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Whatever.
So we had a backstage segment with Enzo, and he runs into the Big Show, and Big Show tells him to be careful. The usual nonsense. So this is still going on.
Yeah. I think it's going to get old a little soon.
And basically, Enzo's like, Big Cass is going to pay for what he did, and he did not.
He did not.
Up next, we had Enzo and Big Cass for some reason. I don't know why. Yes. Big Cass basically beat the crap out of him.
Again.
Not much to say here. Then, Big Show comes out, attacks Cass. Cass gets the upper hand and lays out the Big Show. Then what did he hit him with? A couple Empire elbows, right?
Yeah, he did like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
It was weird. It's like just, I guess, trying to prove a point, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like I said, I want to see what happens after this.
Right, I know. It's just you got to get past this.
Yeah, it's really what it is. The only question is how long is it going to last?
Right. I mean,
are we going to see the Big Show versus Big Cass at SummerSlam?
That's originally what I had thought. But
I feel like that we are. It's just a matter of, is that going to be a pre-show match? Because there's a lot of feuds that are shaping up to be not main card matches.
Yeah.
So that means that some of them have to make the main card.
Just be an entire pre-show. I think it's going to be 5 hours.
It's going to be...
Right. Well, with
the show is going to be 4 hours.
Yeah, 5 hours with the pre-show.
Because it's going to be from 7 to 11. And then the what's it called? The pre-show will be probably from 6 to 7.
Yeah.
So
5 hours.
As opposed to WrestleMania where the pre-show is 2 hours long.
So long. So yeah, we had a backstage segment with Alexa Bliss. I think this is what Charlie, right? I think maybe this.
I don't think so.
No, you think it was Renee?
I'm sticking to every backstage was actually Renee
All right,
Young.
fair enough. Doesn't matter. But anyway, Alexa was asked who she'd prefer to face at SummerSlam, and she basically
said it
I
didn't
didn't care.
matter.
Yeah, these two are going to tear each other apart, break friendships.
Yes.
But
Apparently, their team name should be Team Gag Reflex or something like that.
That's what it was. And then Corey was like, "Oh, Gag Reflex, I love that name," or something like that. It was like, "Oh God."
So inappropriate.
Well.
This is a kid's show.
I guess. Well, I guess the WWE thinks the fans'
It's
mentality
family friendly.
is for kids.
Well, that and the fact that you can't hear what the commentators are saying at the live show anyway, so it's not a big deal.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
yeah, going back to the Renee Young thing, I'm almost positive I was wondering where Charlie went until the end.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right. Nope,
so
you're right.
That's why I'm pretty sure that it was her with
sense.
all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a backstage segment with Titus and Tozawa.
Yes.
Basically speaks about why he got Tozawa's match canceled next week. Last week.
Yeah.
And then I guess he stormed to the ring and said he wanted Daivari. And that's when
Neville came out.
Yeah. And he got into him and Tozawa got into it in the ring, and that's when Daivari came up and attacked them both.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
And I figured that he was going to be teaming up with Neville.
Right.
But he didn't. He just beat the crap out of both of them, which is different.
I think they announced later on that there was going to be Neville versus Daivari on 205 Live.
Which is strange.
The heel
dynamic. Yeah. So, and it's Daivari.
This is the problem with the limited roster.
Well, no, the fact that it doesn't happen more often is the surprising part. It's just usually they don't do anything with him.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So I have no problem with it. I'm just saying it's strange because he has been pretty much a non-factor.
Right. Well, I mean, you kind of got to give everybody their shot.
Well, yeah, but the only thing he's done so far was his feud with Gallagher. That's the only thing he's done on 205 Live in like the almost year that it's been on.
Yeah. Except when Noam Dar threw his bag out, right?
Well, that's different. That's a backstage segment that didn't lead to anything.
That didn't lead to anything, right? I thought they were going to have a match.
Maybe they had a match.
But that's heel too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I like I said, he's been pretty much non-existent.
Yeah.
So
we don't need to go over
that's
Sasha and Bailey and backstage.
Oh, yeah. Well, they were trying to make it seem like they both thought they were going to win, and so it was a very I guess, I don't know.
It was just basically them previewing the match.
Yeah.
That was it. And then exactly we had Dean and Seth after it talking about their match as well.
Yeah. They did a lot of talking about the fact that they haven't teamed in a while. Although it's kind of funny because apparently the last year or so, the two of them teamed up a lot at house shows.
Oh, when they were both on Raw together? Yeah.
Both faces on Raw, so it's a very easy thing to do.
It's true. And they kept hammering it home, 2 members of the Shield.
Yeah, it's a semi-reunion.
Right, yes, the semi-reunion.
So I don't know why they needed to do that because, it's not like Roman's gone or anything. So if they really wanted to do it, just put Roman in something.
Yeah.
But
and you'd probably get him over this way.
It's true. Remember, they chanted for him at the beginning of the show last week.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah, well, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Dean still doesn't trust Seth, and Seth is persistent.
Yeah.
That's about it.
We, continue to learn.
Yeah.
So up next we had Bailey versus Sasha. So, unfortunately I was falling asleep during this match.
Oh, no.
Not due to the fact that the match was bad, because of what I saw, it looked pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as like some of their NXT matches.
That's not really a surprise.
But it was also on Raw.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a pretty good match altogether.
Right. Bliss was on commentary for this match.
Yeah.
I do remember that. But yeah, no, Bailey got the win, right?
Yeah, she's gonna face, for now at least, Alexa at SummerSlam.
Which I assume it's probably gonna turn into a triple threat or something.
You would think so, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to do that once you've already established. You know what I mean? If something happened during this match before a winner was found, made.
Unless maybe they just feel bad for what they did to Bailey. We screwed up.
Well, see, because during commentary, they said, like, this is retribution for, like, and this isn't the same Bailey that Alexa Bliss faced the last time. So I think that this is what they were trying to do. They were trying to break her down to build her back up.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is possible. So there's a very good chance that she'd go in this match and win it.
Yeah.
At SummerSlam, and have new intensity to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, the finish of this match was actually Sasha had a frog splash of all things on Bailey, and she used the momentum.
To Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, she used the momentum to flip her over, and Bailey pinned her instead of getting pinned.
What that happened last week in SmackDown, right? Was that what Xavier Woods?
Yeah,
did?
I don't think that was the finish of the match though.
No,
I think it just happened.
All right, fair enough. Very good.
No, it could have been though.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
No, this was when they had announced earlier in the night that Jason Jordan would have his first match on Raw, which I think that's what the Kurt Angle interview in the backstage.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
You didn't have it written down here that I thought Jason Jordan got interviewed. Did he?
I thought they showed a clip from the interview with
maybe.
Angle and Jordan.
Maybe that was
that was long because they showed most of the interview.
Yeah, I don't know. Something was just really awkward.
Yeah, I didn't include that because it was basically just it was literally a rehashing of the network exclusive interview that they had the week before.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel the need to include that.
Fair enough. Good.
But I'm pretty sure that's probably what you're thinking.
Maybe. It was awkward.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird. But hey, whatever. We'll see where they go with this.
Mm-hmm. What are you thinking about when they interviewed Kurt Hawkins?
Maybe
about Jason Jordan because that's who he's facing.
Yeah, I know.
So
because we knew that's who he was going to be facing.
Yeah, but you know that could be what he were thinking.
Yeah, it's possible.
And just because, like I said, I don't remember where it was. Nia Jax beat Emma.
Yeah. With
probably Samoan drop.
No, she did a front flip on.
Front flip?
Yeah, she bounced off. Dana Brooke does the same move. And apparently, I guess Christine said Lana does it too. Yeah,
I don't know. I would have to see it.
It was nice. Nia's really getting a good reaction from the crowd.
Well, you know, once she started developing more of a character, it kind of helps a lot.
I think she's really going to get over with her being on Total Divas.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It's going to be her, Alexa, and Carmella.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I didn't think Alexa would be the Total Divas kind of person. But
well, they lost Paige, Eva Marie, Renee.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand why they lost Renee. Maybe it was Dean.
Who knows?
Because, you know, they probably maybe didn't really like what they did with Dean and.
That was some of my favorite episodes.
No, I thought it was good. I'm just saying maybe they didn't like it.
I don't know.
So, anyway,
Dean actually being crazy.
That crazy man. He stole my hat. That was pretty funny.
That was good. She's so nervous about him meeting her parents.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
It's true. All right.
We had a backstage interview with Kurt Hawkins, him facing Jason Jordan.
He was going to say that Jason Jordan needs to face the facts.
Yeah, he's going to introduce him to the Superstar Factory or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Typical nonsense. Up next, we had the match between Kurt Hawkins and Jason Jordan.
Very exciting.
This was the best match of the night, hands down.
Of course.
Just kidding. This was a pretty quick match.
Well, any match with Chad Hawkins. Kurt Hawkins. It was Morrow who called him Chad, right?
It was.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, there's was the move because he used like some kind of like flying neck breaker type move.
Yeah.
Is that basically the what is their finisher? The American Alphas. So it's the
I don't know. They
I knew it the other
TV
night.
In so long.
I knew it the other night. I can't remember what it's called. It's
Yeah, I can't tell you. But yeah, I think it's basically just a
one person version of it.
Kind of, yeah. But I mean, I guess Jason Jordan looked good in the match. He had a lot of intensity.
Yeah, he speared him in the corner.
Oh yeah. He looked like he was really.
He took his straps down and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He was fired up.
He was. So up
Grand
next,
altitude.
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 There you go.
Grand altitude. Wow.
All right.
Grand Altitude.
There you go. So yeah, up next we had an interview with the Revival.
Yes.
Well,
that is not actually an interview with the Revival.
Right. It was how it started.
Yeah. Well, Charlie. It was weird the way that they did it.
Yeah.
Though.
Charlie started to interview them, and Scott Dawson was like, "You know what, Charlie? You're a real asset to this company, but we know the questions you're gonna ask, so you could just leave."
It's true. And then they started talking about Top Guy stuff.
Yep. Pretty much.
And that's when Gallows and Anderson came out.
Which I guess they were going to have a match with them anyway.
Yeah, well, they had said that because Charlie said that they were going to be in action next.
Mm-hmm.
And then they came out, Gallows and Anderson. And then that's when I think Michael Cole said that that's who they were going to face.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I guess they're kind of a face team now.
Who? Gallows and Anderson?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
They got a face pop.
Yeah.
Everyone, it was weird when they were getting cheered for.
I think booking them as a tweener team is a much better idea
than trying to make them as the dominant heels.
Yeah.
Because they say things that faces would say.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wanting to beat people up and being tough is not technically a heel thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, because all they care about is making money.
Making green and being mean, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's why they're a great tweener team where they can face anybody. And the fact of the matter is at least Gallows is entertaining on the mic.
Yeah. Nerd.
Exactly. Because it's so dumb, but it's entertaining.
Yeah, apparently, I think I told you that they have a whole bunch of skits backstage with the Gallows and Anderson and Nia Jax always ripping on Mike Rome. Because they always pretend to too sweet him, and he kind of falls for it.
That's really funny.
And he goes, "Nerd." It's pretty good.
That's really funny, actually.
So yeah, this was a decent match. I honestly think their match on Main Event was better. So I'm just saying.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
It's completely irrelevant. This match doesn't mean anything.
No. Still.
Yeah. So, but yeah, they both did the trying to isolate the single person. And then randomly towards the end of the match, the Hardys music plays. They come out, and it distracts Gallows and Anderson for some reason.
I thought it distracted the Revival first, and then Gallows and Anderson threw them out of the ring, and then it distracted Gallows and Anderson.
That might have been
and that's when the Revival came in and
hit them with the shatter
machine on Carl Anderson, probably.
I thought it was Gallows.
Was it Gallows?
It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
So it was weird because I'm like, why are they distracted when the Hardys are feuding with the Revival?
Yeah.
So
and it's not like they're the champions. If they were the champions, it would have made much.
Yeah. So they showed earlier in the match. They showed Sheamus and Cesaro watching.
Yeah.
How much you want to bet that was recorded like a month ago?
I don't know. Did they show the TV or no?
But it doesn't matter. They could edit that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
No, because Sheamus came out earlier in the night.
He did?
Yeah.
When
they had the brawl.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say.
because that's when I noticed first, and I guess I was like, oh.
So I guess they just want to build up the Revival. That's what they're doing?
I guess so.
Or maybe they're trying to break the Hardys. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Because there's no reason to have the tag team divisions feud not have anything to do with the titles.
Yeah.
So that's strange.
Yeah. I mean.
Anyway.
Yeah. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Any of the teams will be good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean for the title?
No, I just mean any of the teams having matches.
in a
the
feud?
four.
Yeah. Well, they're all solid teams now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then like we said, the Hardys came out and they attacked the Revival.
Yeah.
I believe the Hardys stood on top at the end. They chased, or the Revival probably just ran away.
Yeah. That's right.
Then after that, there was a pep talk in the locker room between the Miz Taraj, talking about how this semi-reunion of the Shield is just another
Hollywood ripoff.
Yeah, which is really dumb. And it's kind of funny because of the whole, they all were on the Marine 5, which is another reboot or kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
So it's ironic and funny.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably doing it on purpose.
Oh, absolutely.
And then that led us to our main event,
yes.
where it was Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus the Miz Taraj in a 2-on-3 handicap match.
Not a real surprise here.
They actually did the handicap match correctly, though, this time. Where it was the face with less people.
Oh, Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah. Anyone?
Yeah. Yeah, this was a fun match.
Yeah, well, the two of them work very well together. Yeah. And, Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas they're not bad wrestlers. They're just bad characters. That's what their problem is.
They're cronies. Come on.
Well, I mean, I'm just talking about, like, that was their problem in the past. That has nothing to do with their wrestling. It was just their characters never got over, so that's why they were in the position they were in.
Yeah.
But it was a fun match.
Yeah.
There was a spot where I believe the Miz Taraj were all on the outside, and then Dean
by the
and
ramp
Seth,
when they
Dean
jumped,
and Seth did the double suicide dives.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
Good spot. Good spot. Yeah.
Miz did a lot of running away, like he does.
Mm-hmm.
And but the finish of the match was,
I think Seth hit a flying knee right into Dean's dirty deeds.
Oh yeah, I think he did it on the Miz.
Yeah.
I want to say the Miz was going for the skull crushing finale on Dean. That's when Seth jumped off the top rope, hit him with the flying knee, and then Dean hit him with the dirty deeds for the pin.
There you go.
And then at that point, the Miz Taraj kind of just left, and Dean and Seth were sitting in the middle of the ring. Seth goes for a pound, and Dean's like thinking, he's like, and then he just
leaves,
walks away, and he's just like shaking his head and acting all kinds of crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, at the end of the match, they were all kind of like, it almost looked like they were going to.
Yeah, they were teasing it.
Yeah.
So I would assume that this obviously isn't done with. So it's just maybe this will lead to them teaming together for something else in the future when they finally get each other, or when Dean finally trusts him, or it'll be a heel turn for Dean, or in true WWE fashion, completely forget about it after SummerSlam.
There you go. It's a good possibility.
Anything is possible.
It's true.
So
yeah, that was Raw.
It's true. If you liked what you saw here, please like, share, and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.